Hello, my people. How y'all doing today? I bring to y'all another video of the recent one that I posted. It was a three dice soccer engine game, and I had some real good, positive comments. And that was from my real good true friends. Don from Cards and Dice, and from Jackson. Jackson, he left a comment saying that he really liked the three dice soccer that I created and everything. And thanks a lot to Don giving me a compliment and everything. Appreciate it. Of course, both of y'all, you guys are also amazing YouTube creators. Y'all the ones that really inspire me also to do good games like this. So thanks a lot for that, guys. Um, Now Jackson was telling me that he had a game also similar like this one, three dice soccer, but he said that mine's, was a little bit more of stuff. I had more stuff on it, like more detail and all this stuff, like more ratings overall. So I wanted to just go ahead and give a demonstration of how to create teams because he that's what he was telling me, and he asked me please to make a video on how to create, how to rate the positions and all that. So I'm like in this video, I'm not gonna be creating fictional players. I will be doing that in a whole different occasion, but like right now we're just gonna focus on how to give them their ratings and everything. So my friend Jackson, Don, and anybody out there that also is interesting and loves some dice rolling soccer engine games. I'm gonna show you right now how it is, and I think this game runs real smooth, just like my five dice baseball, a game that was also done by Don, where he uploaded a video, and he was doing the World Series between the San Diego Padres and the Detroit Tigers, and it was really an amazing video. I watched it, I already watched it for more than 5 times because he really was able to conduct that video real perfectly. He was able, the way he was talking through the game and everything. Um, it was really, really extremely great and really enjoyable to watch and fun. And so, also, Jackson, when I watch his videos, he's a real smooth and calm guy, and he's also talking through his games and I love his videos too. So his the games that he comes up with, like the dice rolling games for craps, and and also that new football game. I'm definitely gonna try. Actually, a video was uploaded first. Of course, the creator is Jackson, but it was uploaded by Don Cards and Dice. Um, Don was able to make a video about it. I think it was the Bills versus the Jets, something like that, and I watched the whole game, the whole video, and man, it was really, really interesting. And it's something I really would definitely want to try and make a video about. And it was an amazing work by my friend Jackson, creating a beautiful game like that, a football game. Like I said, he did in the description box, he has the scoring results and all that, the play results, and I definitely, I already have it written down, but I just have to kind of know the how the flow goes with it. And like I said, I will be watching Don's video again and see how he plays it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a video about it. Um, but I'll let y'all know about that. I know it's coming real soon. Now, let's get on to the three dice soccer, how to create teams, and we probably might play a game too. So today I had two teams in mind, and this ones are going to be cities, like from different states or yeah, different states. Um, like my other 10 teams that I told you I was playing for over more than 2 years. Those are pretty much neighborhood names, so street names. So like the Buffalo Speedway Rams, the Connerwell Road Hawks, and all, and so on. And but this one's going to be about cities, right? So this is fictional teams, so it's nothing. Um, None of this stuff right here, is real. Like I said, it's all fictional. And let's see. So we're gonna have. I already had these teams in mind. We're gonna have the Houston Metros. All right, like that. And I would just put here. Let me see. I'll put Three Dice Soccer League. Three Dice. Three Dice Soccer League. And right here on the side, I would just put I'll put the year, 2026, and then right here on the bottom, at the back of the card, I'll just put it right here, right in the thing in the right in the bottom corner right here, a small one right here, 7/29/26. So I always, I know not everybody does this, but I do it because it just gives me like I guess a personal data, where sometimes I'll be wondering, hey man, how long this cards have been here, I mean, they look old. Oh, let me see how long I made this cards. When it was the last time, and then you check right here in the back of the index card, and you'll see the date there. So I don't know. It's just I guess a cool, fun idea of being a little bit creative. And like I said, once again, not everybody does it because they don't really care about it. Because sometimes they'll get tired of it and they'll get rid of the cards, throw them away. So, but not me. I always like to keep this as memory and so on. And if I'm playing another season, after this one, I'll keep them and I'll just be like, okay, this players used to play here, this and that. So I made changes. I traded this guy and so on. So let's go ahead and go on to the creating process. Now we're gonna have here for the Houston Metros, we will have an owner. And the owner, like I said, I'm gonna just come up with names on the top of my head. And I could say our owner could be, let's see, our owner could be John. I'm gonna just put John. I could put John. Let me see what name I can come up with. Let's say John Green. Yeah, let's go ahead, John Green. So John Green right there. That's gonna be our owner. Just put their owner, and our head coach could be a guy like I would say. What's that guy? I could put David. I could put David. David could be his name. I want to put him like a little Spanish name. David Ramirez. Let's go ahead and put it like that. So David Ramirez will be the head coach for the Houston Metros. Okay. So I already created the owner. And I created the head coach already, as you see there. Right, for the Houston Metros. So let's go ahead and see how their ratings are. And this is the most important thing right here. This is where it gets even better. I'm just gonna underline that right there, so you won't get confused and be like, oh, what's this and that? Well, they're together, this and that. Okay. So we're going to. The reason why I'm doing that because I want to make sure, like this index cards, I think they're 3x5. I have a 5x8, but I say I didn't want to do it on those ones because it's really not a lot of stuff that's gonna occupy too much space on it. Even though I would love to write all the players on the other side of the 5x8 8 index cards, but I said I don't want to waste that much of of paper like that. So I said let me go ahead and do them on this one. This one will be good enough. So here we're gonna have attacking, okay. And then we're gonna have right here on the bottom of it, you just put shooting. So let's see how your the shot will be for the Houston Metros. Okay, and I'm just gonna write here on the side. I'm gonna write on the side, their rating. So here, like for you not to get confused and be like, okay, to see which are their main positions, you just write, just draw like little stars, 1 star on each side, so you'll know that that's one position there that you're rating for. Attack and shooting. So the attack and shooting, this is where you grab your 3 dices, right? And you're gonna roll. For your minimum will always be 6. All right, nothing less, than a 6. It's always going to be a 6, the minimum. So a 6 and then a 9. A 9 will be your highest, all right? So from a minimum to a maximum, 9 to the highest. You want to go 3 numbers in between separating that 6. You never, because I know you're going to be like, there's going to be some people, they're going to roll and be like, oh man, I got a 6. And so that's pretty much the minimum and my maximum. So what am I supposed to do with that? I'm not going to be able to hit that. I'm going to struggle the whole game. I'm going to just get, blown out. And how do I know? You're not going to do it that way. So in order for it to be more fair and more balanced, your highest maximum will be a 9 and so on and above. Okay. So just to get that clear, 7 or 8, you just keep re-rolling. If you roll anything higher, like I said, the minimum is a 6. You don't go lower than that. And your highest is a 16. Of course, the dice is here. The 3 of them, when you roll them, is going to always give you, your highs are going to be a 17 and an 18. So when you're rating positions, the highest you can go is a 16, 6 to a 16, and that's it. 17 and 18 are going to be your 2 numbers where you're going to overlap, like you're gonna roll over the maximum and you're gonna get a turnover. It's gonna be a failed play, and then rolling under your 6, 3, 4 and 5, those 3 numbers are gonna be where you're gonna go under your minimum, and that will be a failed play and you will turn the ball over. Okay, so bear with me. So here comes the attack and shooting. What kind of rating will the Houston Metros have here? Let's see. Actually, this is going to be my team. This is going to be a 10 and a 13. Oh, man, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a good attack right here. So we put 6 to a 13. You see? That's going to be our shooting right there for attacking. Man, that is a good number. If you ask me, if you roll 13s or higher, that's going to be, wow, we're going to be explosive in attacking. Now, the other one will be, let's see, midfield. All right. Midfield, and we just put the little stars right here so we can know it's a position. And then we're going to go into passing. All right, passing right there. Okay. Okay, we go passing. The other one will be, let me see, passing, ball possession, right? What is the other one? Wow, I forgot. Let me see. I need to know. Okay, let me check the cards right here. I have them here. Okay, so you have, let me see. Okay, so you only have passing and possession. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I thought it was defense too, but I say midfield don't play defense. Well, they do in real life some, not all of them. But here in my game, in my game system right here, no. Midfield will only have for passing and for ball possession. All right. So, possession. Okay. Let's see. How is their passing going to be right here? All right. The minimum 6, and let's see how high. The highest will be 16. Here we go. Let's see our passing. It better not be that terrible. Let's see. And our passing. Oh, my God. Look at that. So it's going to be a 6 to a 10. So our passing is not going to be all that. So, well, let's see. Hopefully we don't roll nothing higher than a 10. All right. Now we're going to go into the possession of the ball. Let's see how our possession is going to be. I mean, our attacking is real good. 6 to a 13. Our passing is just average. It's not that great. 6 to a 10. Let's see if our possession, if we can go higher than a 10. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Come on, Houston Metros. Come on. We got to get a good possession here. Here we go. Oh, but wait a minute. The possession. Oh, okay. I forgot. Sorry about that. Now here, no, you don't roll three dice. What you got to roll is 5d6s. That's something that I know I don't have it on my first PDF file on the first video that I uploaded recently. I told y'all that I will have a new updated PDF file, for the rules and everything. So yeah, just look into the description box, into the Google Drive, and you can upload it for, you can go ahead and download it for free. And and with this video right here, okay? Here we go. So for the possession, you gotta roll 5d6s, And if you roll 3 of a kind or higher, 3 or 4 of a kind or even 5, it'll still be, you will get only 3d6s, okay? So whenever, for the possession, whenever there's a, where a the midfield or either the defense is trying to pass the ball and it's successful, and here comes the defense and they roll for their defense and it's also successful, they were able to cut that pass out, they were able to defend it. That's when both teams are going to roll their dice. So it depends on how many dice they're going to have, how much they rolled for. So here, you're going to roll 5d6s. So if you roll 3 of a kind or higher, you'll get 3 d6s. If you roll a double, doubles, you will get 2 d6s. And if you roll no doubles and no 3 of a kind and you hit a straight or a high right here, right, you only get 1d6. Okay, so here we go. For possession here, let's see how many D6s will the Houston Metros get right here. The possession is super important because that's what's going to give you the ability to control the game. That's going to be a double. Okay, not bad. Let me see. Yeah, not bad. 2, 3. So you will get right here, all right, 2d6s. So that's the total dice that you're going to get whenever you're playing for the ball possession. You're going to roll 2 and the other team probably will roll 2 like you, or probably they'll roll 3, and there'll be a bigger advantage for them, against your 2 dice. But if they only have 1d6 against your 2, there's high possibilities, 50-50, that you're going to be able to win those ball battles, So here we go. Now we're done with the midfield, and now we're going to the defense. Okay. Defense. Let's see, defense right here. So we're gonna need. Oh no, we're gonna need 3. So that's not gonna be enough. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now we're going to here the defense. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Okay. Defense. We'll put little stars right here on each side. Okay. Defense and for passing. For passing, okay. Here we go. Let's see if the defense capacity. See how much is going to be the rating here. Now I wanted to also explain something, and you'll read it on the PDF file, the new one that I update. Whenever anybody, only the midfield and the defense. So when the midfield is trying to pass the ball, right, and they turn the ball over, right? They roll. They either roll under their minimum, or they roll over their maximum. The other team that recovers the ball, right? That's either the midfield or the defensive side. If they roll for the passing, right, and it's successful, it cannot be defended. All right. So that's one thing I wanted to get clear. Now, if whenever the midfield passes the ball good and the defense is able to defend it, that's when you gotta play for possession. That's when both teams have to roll whatever dice they can roll for. You know what I mean? Like here, I have 2d6s, so I'm only gonna be able to roll 2d6s to his 1d6 or to his 2d6 or his 3d6, and we all can roll it together. Like I'm gonna roll them all together and see what results I get. Whoever rolls the highest gets the possession of the ball. Okay. Or you can roll one at a time. You can roll 2 at a time, like 2 first, and then you roll your 3 or 2 of the other team. You can do it however you want. So here we go. Here comes the and then also if the goalkeeper after he makes a save, you got to roll for the experience, right? For the box events and seeing, you got to roll 2d6. If you roll snake eyes or you roll 12, it's a penalty, right? And if you roll if you rolled odd numbers, like 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, those will be for goal kicks, which it will be real good for you, if you're rolling for goalkeeper. And if you roll even numbers, that's where you're going to be in pretty much in danger, in big trouble, because that's going to be corner kicks, and they can have a high possibility of scoring on you. But also it depends on the attacking, how the shooting is. Now, if the team makes if they roll, right, and they're shooting, and they roll under or they roll, you know, over their maximum, it will be a shot miss and it would not be a shot on goal. And the goalkeeper keeps the ball and he can kick it off to midfield. You know, it'll be a goal kick. So that would be, you know, one of the rules right there. That'd be good for the goalkeeper. All right. So here we go. And for the penalty, it works the same. You know, when you're doing a normal play, you know, attack and shooting against the goalkeeper's rating, the goalkeeper's gonna roll after the offense made his shot and it was successful. The goalkeeper has to roll to see if he can make the save. The same thing, you know, for penalty. So here we go. The defense. What is going to be our defense here for passing? And that will be 11, 12. Oh, that's really good right there, if you ask me. Yep, 6 to a 12. Man, that's a good rating there. All right, now we're going to go to defending, okay? So defending right here, and defending is really super important too. Here we go. Now, we're going to roll 3d6s here. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Defending. What will be the rating here? Let's see. Hopefully our defense is good. And that will be an 11. Oh, okay. So we will have an 11 here. 6 to 11. Our defense is going to be all right. It's not going to be all that. Now we're going to what? The possession, okay? Now we're going to the possession and see how many D6s we can roll for, you know, for when we battle for a ball, you know, for the possession of the ball. Here we go. Here comes the defense. See how many dice we're going to be able to roll for possession. We need to roll 3 of a kind or higher. I mean, 3 will be good, you know, of course. 3 of a kind to get 3 D6s. To have a higher possibility of getting some good possessions of the ball. Here we go. What are we going to do here? And we roll, and that's going to be... Oh, no, we needed one more. So I got 2 5s, 2 6s, but it's going to be doubles. So we're only going to be able to get 2 D6s, okay? All right, so that's it for the defense. And now we're going to the goalkeeper, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. The goalkeeper, let me see. I could probably put him here on this side. Yeah, let me go ahead and put him on this side right here. Right. Yeah, goalkeeper. Okay. So I'll put goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. Put the little stars right here on each side. And now we're going to go and rate the saving. All right. See how of a goalkeeper, how many shots he could save. Let's see. We're going to roll 3 D6s here. Let's see what will be his saving rating right here. Hopefully we get a real good high rating, a good roll right here. Let's see. We roll and that's a 6. Nope, we got to roll higher. Remember, we got to roll at least a 9 or higher. All right, 6 is your minimum and 9 got to be your highest. Here we go. And above. Here we go. Come on, saving. Got to be high. And that will be, oh my God. And that's only going to be a 10. So a 6 to a 10 will be our saving rating there. And that's not going to really be good because, you know, you can roll higher than a 10 most of the times. And, man, this goalkeeper is going to receive a lot of goals. They're going to score a lot against us. Hopefully not, but hopefully our defense can take care of them. But our defending is not that good. Look, I'm going to show you right now how I just rated it. So attacking shooting, we have a 6 to a 13. Midfield passing 6 to a 10. Possession 2 D6s. Goalkeeper saving is 6 to a 10. Our defense passing is 6 to a 12, which is pretty good. Defending 6 to 11 is not that great. Possession 2 D6s. So there you go. Man, that's the Houston Metros there. Now we have another one that we're gonna do right here. We're gonna put let's see. We're gonna put let's see. Okay, we're gonna put the Dallas. It's gonna be two rivalry teams here. The Dallas. We could put the Dallas. The Dallas Vipers. So I'm just gonna put the Dallas Vipers. Okay, I already had that name in mind earlier. And now we just put here 3 Dice Soccer League. All right. The owner. I'm gonna put Frank. I could put Frank. Frank Williams. Let me go ahead and put Frank Williams being the owner for the Dallas Vipers. Now the head coach for the Dallas Vipers will be. We can put. Let's go ahead and put this name here. Michael what? What could be his name? Michael Stanley. Let's put it like that. Michael Stanley. So Michael Stanley will be the head coach for the Dallas Vipers. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and underline this one here. Now for attacking. Okay, let me go ahead and do this real quick, my people, so I can go ahead and make we can get a game started. We can play a real quick game, exhibition game. Because also, I'll just have a few minutes before I head to work. Let's see, shooting for this team. What would it be? Oh my God, look at this. Oh no, that's a 17. So I rolled higher than 16, so I got to re-roll. Okay. Man, I got scared for a moment. And this will be a 12. So shooting, they're going to be a 6 to a 12. All right, now we're going to midfield. And we're going to go into rating the passing. All right, let's see what's going to, how's their passing going to look like. Here we go. Their passing will be a 7. Nope. Got to be a 9 or higher for the maximum. Here we go. Passing. And that will be 10, 11. Whew. So their passing is not going to be that good. 6 to 11. Okay. It's going to be average. And now we're going to the possession. All right. The ball possession rating. Okay, we're going to roll our 5 dice here. 5 dice to see how many D6s they could roll. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, nothing. They don't get no doubles at least. And this is where they only are going to be, they're going to be able to roll only 1 D6 for ball possession. That's not going to be good. Only, for the midfield. The defense could be a different story. See if they could roll higher. Here we go. Now, who we going to? Let's go ahead and go to the goalkeeper. See what's going to be his rating. Okay. Here we go. His rating for saving. Let's see how good he's going to be of a goalkeeper. Let's see. And that will be, oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be probably a top goalkeeper. I rolled a 15, and he's going to get a 6 to a 15. So this guy right here almost hit a full complete rating. 6 to a 15, man. He's going to be a hell of a goalkeeper. He is not going to allow that many goals. But we'll see, It's all in question if they roll under a 6, like minimum than a 6, or roll over their 15. They have how many? Like I think that's like 6 possible chances they can fail. The goalkeeper can fail the roll of 15, to not roll over 15 or roll under their 6. Here we go. Now We're going to the last one will be the defense. All right, defense there. And we're going to do the passing right here. All right, passing. How is the passing going to be for this defense here? Passing. Oh my God. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. 6 to a 16. This team is going to be phenomenal in passing. Here we go. Now we're going to go into their defending. Oh man, I think this team is going to be elite. It's going to be a super team right here. And they're going to be tough to beat. Here we go. Defending. What's going to be their rating here? And that will be a 9-11. So their defending is not going to be all that. 6 to 11, like ours. Now we're going into the possession. All right. This is where we roll our 5 D6s. See how many number of D6s they can roll for the battle for the ball possession. Here we go. Here comes Dallas, the Dallas Vipers. And that's going to be 2 6s. So no. Okay, well they got doubles, so they at least will get 2 D6s. Okay. All right, 2 D6s for the Dallas Vipers. So there you go. That's the rating for the Dallas Vipers. All right, let's go ahead and play them. Let's play a quick exhibition game. Let me see if I have time. 6:20. Oh man, I gotta hurry up because I gotta hit to work. Let's see. So here we're gonna have. Let's say that the Dallas Vipers come and visit us. All right, at our home stadium. All right, we're just gonna put here Dallas Vipers versus the Houston Metros, the Houston Metros, right? And we're gonna put here first half. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this game started, ladies and gentlemen. The blue will be for the Dallas Vipers, and the green will be for us, the Houston Metros. This one you already know. This little die right here will be the timer. Okay, you just gotta roll and see how many minutes you add on, played. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the visitors. Dallas Vipers are gonna call for tails, and they get tails, so they'll be the first ones to start. And let's see the blue and green. Okay, we have the blue and green pawns here. And let me see. Just give me 1 second. I have one of these pawns drop. Okay, so the green will be for the Houston Metros, and the blue pawn will be for the Dallas Vipers. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Dallas Vipers with their head coach Michael Stanley, going against the Houston Metros with their head coach David Ramirez. So let's go ahead and get this game started. And they're going to start at midfield. So you put your pawn at the midfield position. And then the Houston Metros will put theirs in the defense. Okay. Here comes the Dallas Vipers. They're going to move the ball. Midfield passing 6 to 11. 6 to 11. 8. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is a 13. So that'll be a turnover. Here comes the defense for the Houston Metros. Their passing is a 6 to a 12. And that will be a 10-12. They do get it. They do get it. So they move, and since that turnover, remember what I told you, they can make a pass without being defended. And also, if they hit their maximum number, they can also make a pass forward without being defended. So they move up to midfield, and the Dallas Vipers, they go back to defense. They'll go to defense now. So how many minutes pass by here? 4 minutes, okay? Into the first period, I guess, the first half. So here we go. Houston Metros, what are they going to do? They're passing 6 to a 10. Let's see. 6 to a 10, and that will be a 7-11. Oh, they just missed it. They just missed it. And here comes they got a turnover. So here comes the Dallas Vipers. Their defense passing 6 to a 16. They're perfect, almost. And that will be a 7, and they just got it. So without being defended, they'll move up to the midfield position. How many minutes went by? There was 3 minutes, so we're now in the 7th minute. Here comes the Dallas Vipers from the midfield position, passing 6 to 11. The passing is just killing them for midfield. This be a 7-11, and they just got the pass, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see if the Houston Metros can defend that pass. Let's see. Here comes they're in defense now. Defending 6 to 11. Let's see if they can cut this pass out. 6 to 11. That's an 8. No, they're not gonna cut it out. They're not gonna cut that pass. They hit a 12, so they go over their maximum 11, and they go up to the attack and shooting. How many minutes? And that was just 2 minutes. All right, so we're at the 9th minute. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're already at the attacking shooting here. The Dallas Vipers have an opportunity to score. Let's see. Let's see what they do. They're a 6 to a 12. They roll. That will be a 13. Oh, that was a missed shot. So the goalkeeper doesn't even have to attempt for the save. All right, so we just put here at the 9th minute, the Dallas Vipers, they took a shot and missed. Wow, they took a wild shot, and it probably went to the crowd or hit the post. Who knows? I mean, so it's really no shot on goal. And now here comes the goalkeeper for the Houston Metro is going to kick it off to midfield. All right, so both are at midfield, and this is where, let's see, midfield 1d6, and our midfield is 2d6s. So here we go. See who everybody, when they kick the ball, the goalkeeper kicks the ball at midfield. That's where everybody jumps up in the air, right? With try to head that ball, try to get possession of the ball. So here we go. They roll. The Houston Metros, of course, 11 to 5. They're gonna get possession of the ball. All right. Dallas Vipers back to defense. Here comes midfield passing 6 to a 10. Let's see. 6 to a 10. That would be, oh my God, that would be a 12. So that would be a turnover. So let's see if, that'll be a turnover. Let's see the defense. They're going to try to pass it 6 to a 16. And they roll a 10. Of course, they're going to pass it. It's successful. And they go to midfield. How many minutes gone by? 1 minute only. Oh, man. We're at the 10th minute. Here comes the Dallas Vipers. Midfield position, 6 to 11 in passing. Let's see what they do. And this will be a 10, and that it could be a successful pass. That's a 10. They hit it. Here we go. The Houston Metros defending 6 to 11. And no, that's going to be a 16. They fell, and they're going to go back to the attack and shooting, ladies and gentlemen. How many minutes right now passed by? That's only 1 minute. Are you kidding me? We're at the 11th minute. So in shorter time, early, the Dallas Vipers are showing they're trying to attack. They got a shot, but it was missed. It was a wild shot. It was not even on goal range. Here we go. Here comes the Dallas Vipers. What's their offense going to do here? 6 to a 12. They hit a 5, and oh my God, and they miss it wildly. So at the 11th minute, another shot missed. And it was another wild one. And it was not even near the goal, the goal post. So that's it. And here we go. The Houston Metro goalkeeper is gonna kick it to midfield. And this is where the Houston Metros are so good, because they have the advantage. 2 D6s to the only one of the Dallas Vipers. Here we go. What are they gonna do here? Let's see if they get the possession. That's going to be a 6-6-0, but wait a minute. That's got to be another re-roll. So they jumped in the air, and somebody right there, they're battling for the ball. And let's see, that's going to be an 11-5. So finally, the Houston Metros will get the possession of the ball. Here we go, the Houston Metros. The midfield passing 6 to a 10. And that's going to be a 9-12, and they're going to get a turnover. Here comes the Dallas Vipers in defense. They just got to pass it 6 to a 16. And they will get a 8. They do pass it to get to midfield. How many minutes gone by? And that's going to be 5 minutes to the 16-minute. Okay, here we go. The Dallas Vipers. What are they going to do here? Midfield passing 6 to 11. They try to pass it as an 8-10. They do pass it as set. Well, they do complete the passing. They hit a 10 on the roll. And their maximum is an 11. Here comes the Houston Metros. Their defense defending 6 to 11. Let's see if they can cut that pass out. And this will be a 7. Yep, they do cut that pass out. So how many minutes gone by? 6 minutes. So we're now at the 22nd minute. And now they're going to battle for the ball possession. And the Dallas Vipers are not good here. Okay. 1d6 versus their 2d6. And this will be an 8 to a 6. So they will, the Houston Metros will get the ball possession. They win the ball battle. Here we go. Here comes the Houston Metros. What are they going to do here? Passing 6 to a 12. And they will get a 9 and a 15. Oh my God, they failed to do it. So here comes the midfielder. Let's see, passing 6 to 11. That was a turnover. That's 4-9. Yes, they're going to get, and they go to the attack and shooting. How many minutes right here? 3 minutes only gone by. So we're at the 25th minute. And here comes the Dallas Vipers. They can have another scoring chance, but come on, they've already had 2 big shots missed that were not even on goal. Here we go. The Dallas Vipers 6 to a 12 and shooting. That's going to be an 11. Yes, it's on range finally. Here comes the goalkeeper for the Houston Metro, 6 to a 10 to save the shot. Here we go. Let's see. This is really, really low for the Houston Metro's goalkeeper. He's not really a great saver. Let's see. 6 to a 10, and that will be a 6-10. Yes, he makes the save, ladies and gentlemen. And he just rose a 10 there, and that was a save right there. So we put here at the 25th minute, they got a shot on goal, finally. Shot. No, wait a minute. Where's that at? Let me just put here. I put it right, but I forgot to put that on. I forgot to put the on. Shot on goal. Okay. And I put here goalkeeper save. Good job by the goalkeeper of the Houston Metros. So now this is where we got to roll our 2d6s and see what's going to happen. Hopefully, I don't roll a 2 or 12 because it will be a penalty. And that will be a 12. Look at this. That's what I was talking about. I did not want to roll that. You need to avoid that. And it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. All right. So we got to roll this one for the minutes. Okay. So 1 minute only. So at the 26th minute, there is going to be a penalty, ladies and gentlemen, for the Dallas Vipers. So I'm going to put here penalty, shot attempt. So here it comes. Hopefully we can block this one. 6 to a 12. Here comes the penalty. They place the ball right there close to the goal post. Here comes the goalkeeper. He's, looking at the player, the guy that's going to attempt the penalty shot. And the goalkeeper, he's just moving around sideways, Hopefully he makes him, he can block that shot. He can save it, or he can make him miss. Here we go. 6 to a 12. Oh, no. He's going to miss it. He hits a 15, and that was a shot miss, meaning that he probably hit that on the post, or it just went way out of the goal post. The goalkeeper, I'm pretty sure he jumped to try to save it, but that he looked at it. Whoa, man, that ball, he hit it way wide, like way wide. So missed goal right there. and there's no goal. I'm not gonna put a save because he, like I said, it was not on goal. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. What an opportunity for the Dallas Vipers. It could have went up on the board. So here comes the goalkeeper. He's going to kick it down midfield. Here comes the Houston Metros. They're 2 D6s versus only one by the Dallas Vipers midfield. Here we go. Who's going to get the possession of the ball? Of course, it's the Houston Metros, 10-2. So here comes the Houston Metros. What are they going to do here? Passing 6-10. That's going to be a 7 and a 12. Oh my God, they're going to get a turnover. Here comes the Dallas Vipers. Let's see if they can pass it here. 6-16. And they just did. They hit a 16. And that could also would have been, they hit their maximum. But that's only when, let's say that when the team has possession of the ball, right? Either midfield or defense. And they hit their maximum on passing, the defense cannot defend it, okay? So they will move up to midfield. Houston back to defense. Let's see how many minutes gone by. That's 5 minutes. We're at the 31st minute. So here comes the Vipers. They're the ones that have been making all the shots. They're the ones that have been more aggressive in attacking. They've been getting more busier. Houston Metros, they have not had a single offensive highlight. Here we go. The Dallas Vipers in passing midfield, 6-11. That's a 9-12. They turn the ball over. Here comes the defense. They'll get that turnover. 6-12 in passing. And that would be a 9-10. They do pass it successfully. They move up to midfield. Dallas Vipers back to defense. How many minutes? That was 2 minutes only. 33rd minute already here in the first half. Here we go. Here comes the Houston Metros passing 6-10. Man, their passing in midfield is just bad. It's an 8. Finally, they make a good. Well, they complete the passing. But let's see if the Dallas Vipers can defend it. Defending 6-11. 6-11, and let's see. No, they're not gonna. Yeah, they're gonna fail that assignment. So here comes the Houston Metros. They move up to the attacking position there. How many minutes? And that was 3 minutes. So to the 36th minute. Here comes the Houston Metros, 6-13. They're 1 point better than the Dallas Vipers. Let's see if they can attempt a shot here. 6-13. And they will hit a 7. They do attempt a shot. Here comes the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is superior. Look at that. 6-15. That is super good. Here we go. They roll. That's going to be, oh my God, he just hit it. A 6 right there. And he makes the save, of course. So around the 36th minute, there was a shot on goal by the Houston Metros. And a goalkeeper save right there. All right, so now this is where the goalkeeper, he's going to have to roll the 2 D6s. Hopefully he doesn't draw a penalty. If he draws a deuce or a 12, it'll be a penalty. And that will be a 10. Oh, that was close. So this is an even number, 10. So that's going to be a corner kick. All right, a corner kick. So let's see. Let me see how it goes. So here comes the midfield. They're going to have to make the corner kick. They're passing 6-10. And here comes the defense right here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, but wait a minute. Attacking, so the goalkeeper will be here. No, defense is not involved. All right, so only the midfield. So let's see if they can complete the pass. 6-10. That will be a 10. Yep, they complete the pass. So now they move up to the attack and shooting, which will be a 6-13. 6-13 right here. So they attempt to, they try to head, give a header. Nope. That's going to be a 16. But wait a minute, what minute was it? Because I forgot to roll this one. That was 5 minutes in. So in the 41 minute, shot missed. Okay, so there you go. So it went out of bounds. So here goes the goalkeeper. Yeah, so that's how goalkeepers work. Once you do like a goal kick, like a goal kicker, no, excuse me, not a goal kick. Excuse me, a corner kick. When you do the corner kicks, you put your pawn in the midfield, and then you still got to roll for that passing. If the passing is completed, no defense is involved, only your goalkeeper. So your goalkeeper versus your midfield in the corner kick situations. And if the passing is completed, then you move up to the attacker shooting, and then you roll again. The second time in a row, you roll again, and then the goalkeeper of the other team, they got to roll if they make the save, right? It could be a header or somebody stopped it with their chest and boom, try to kick it with their foot. Types. You know how the corners work. So now, if it's missed, if the passing is not completed, then the goalkeeper keeps the ball and he can kick it off to midfield. All right, so that's how corners work here. All right, so let's see. We're at the 41 minute. The shot was missed, so here comes the goalkeeper. He's going to kick it off the midfield. Try to get it out of the danger zone, out of his own area box. Here comes the Houston Metros and the Dallas Vipers. They're going to try to battle for that ball in midfield. Let's see who has the possession of the ball. And guess what? Oh, no, 5-3. That was close. So the Houston Metros, they always gonna beat Dallas in ball possession in the midfield when they on a goal kick and so on, because they can roll 2 D6s, and Dallas in midfield they can only roll 1, but in their defense they can roll 2 as well as the Houston Metro. Here comes 6 to a 10. That's gonna be a 14, and they miss. Their passing is failed. They go over 10. Here comes the Dallas defense, 6 to a 16. A great passing team right there on defense. Let's see if they can complete it. That's going to be an 18. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. They hit 3 6s, and that's going to be a turnover as well. But let's see how many minutes. And that was 5 in the 46th minute, but they already passed the 45th minute. So this will be pretty much the last play right here. Okay, so they turn the ball over, and here comes the Houston Metros. They're at midfield, at the midfield spot. So 6 to a 10, they can get to the attacking position. And let's see. That's going to be an 8. Yep, the pass is completed. They move to the attack and shooting position. So let's see. They're going to attempt the shot right here. 6 to a 13. Let's see what happens. 6 to a 13. And that's going to be, no, they hit a 5, and it was a wild shot again. So around the 46th minute. All right, so shot miss right there. Shot not on goal. So there's no goalkeeping save right there. And there you go. That's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's the end of the first half. Oh, man, it's already 6:42, man. I already got to head to work. So, yeah, that's how, you play 3-die soccer. And I created the teams and everything. So I will be making another video, part 2, where I'll be finishing the second half. I wish I would have finished it right now. And I'm going over nearly an hour already in this video. But, yeah, so this video, of course, it was made for Jackson, my friend, also for Don, for my friends that really were interesting in trying to know how to create the teams and the rules and everything of the 3-die soccer. So yeah, so hopefully, come on, give me some positive feedback and everything, what you think about this game. And I'm pretty sure Jackson will be really, really happy when he sees this video, because now he's going to understand, and now he's going to know how to create his soccer teams. So I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all. And like I said, once again, thanks a lot, Don from Cards and Dice, for always showing support, always mention me in your videos like I do for you, Jackson, my other friend too. You two guys are really some amazing YouTube creators. Man, y'all always, I love and I enjoy watching y'all videos. Trust me, I do. And also for my friend Alan, I haven't forgot about him. I will definitely be making some boxing videos pretty soon. You know, and also I'll get back to my Fight Dice baseball and of course to my football. For pen and paper football. So um, from Jason Graham. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you don't mind. I will really appreciate it. And I will catch you on the next episode. And this was 3 Dice Soccer from Dice Sports Generation, right? From y'all server, y'all friend, John Flo. Catch y'all and y'all stay blessed and have a wonderful day and y'all stay safe out there, right? Peace.